don't do TBRs, I do TBDs, and that stands for to be determined. And the reason for that is because I never know what this brain is gonna wanna read. I can't control it, I can't determine it. So we just think about books that we want to read, and they're all just subject to change. That being said, I am going to talk about the 9 books that are on my September TBD. Before I get into that, really quickly, I want to announce that I have started a book club. Woo! I started a book club through the Fable app, which I really love the Fable app because it is a spoiler-free app. Once the book is decided, we can enter it into the book club, and it actually breaks down the book by chapters or sections or however the book is broken up. And you can click on each chapter or section to unlock it. So then you can add your thoughts, read other people's thoughts, add your discussions, you can add pictures, whatever you want. So basically you won't see any spoilers unless you have finished a chapter and clicked on that chapter or section. So that's really cool. Hammer Time Book Club is in full effect, and I'm going to leave the link in the description if you would like to join, because our first read and the first book that is on my September TBD is The Chain by Adrienne McKenty. You all know, if you've seen any of my videos, that, where is it? That I really enjoyed The Island by Adrienne McKenty, and everyone and their mother was like, you need to read The Chain. Have you read The Chain? Chain, chain, chain. Do your chain hang low? Do it wobble to the flow? Do it shine in the light? Is it platinum? Is it gold? Can you throw it over your shoulder when you out? It makes you cold. Do your chain hang low? Is that your chain? About 24 inches is how low I let it hang. Period. Sorry about that outburst. If you know that song, comment down below because you're a real one. But anyway, I have talked about this book multiple times on this channel because I have been so interested in reading it, and I thought a thriller would be the perfect first pick for my book club because I am a horror thriller girly. We all know. I would like to say that this book club is not just for one genre. I want everyone to find something that they're gonna love, that they're interested in, and I would also like to work on expanding my reading taste. At the beginning of every month, I'm gonna actually put a poll up on the book club so you can have a hand in what we read. I will make sure there is a diversity of genres, and yeah, so The Chain is the first pick for my book club. But just in case you want to know a little bit more about what this is about, I am going to tell you. You just dropped your child off at the bus stop. A panicked stranger calls your phone. Your child has been kidnapped. The stranger then explains that their child has also been kidnapped by a completely different stranger. The only way to get your child back is to kidnap another child. And most importantly, this stranger explains, if you don't kidnap a child, or if the next parents don't kidnap a child, your child will be murdered. You are now part of the chain. I don't want to be a part of the chain. I don't want to be a part of this chain. But this sounds absolutely diabolical. So I'm excited about it. And this little swing set, like, oh my gosh, I don't know. This just sounds very thrilling, and Stephen King blurbed it on the front. This nightmare story is incredibly propulsive and original. You won't shake it for a long time. And when I tell you that every single person that I mention Adrienne McKenty to tells me I need to read this book, they do. It's the truth. I would never lie. I cannot believe I haven't read it yet. I actually found this for like $2 at a library sale. So if you're interested, again, join our book club. We are reading it right now. You are not too late. This book club is perfect for all reading speeds, amounts of busyness, moodiness, all the things. So it is a safe space. So if you'd like to join, the link is in the description. Next, I'm in my cozy fantasy bag. I read 3 cozy fantasies in the month of August, which I told you, I'm a horror thriller girly, and I don't really love fantasy, but cozy fantasy just gives me like that little taste of fantasy to where it doesn't go over my head, but it's also kind of stressless. I love a quick book that doesn't get your emotions too high. It doesn't stress you out. It's not just like too much. And cozy fantasy does that for me. So the other book I'm planning on reading is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. This is by Lori Gilmore. I have no idea what this is about, but I think I'm gonna want a scratch and sniff version of it. So let me see who published this. Oh, there's a little playlist in the front. Oh, 3435 by Ariana Grande is in this playlist. Does this have spice in it? Lori, oh, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I just put together that this might have some spice in it, and I don't do a ton of spice, but we're doing it. We're gonna do it. I'm just looking at the little playlist. Little playlist in the front cover. I don't know many of these, but it's giving very fall. We fell in love in October, autumn leaves, falling, haunted house cardigan, period, dandelions. Yeah, this is giving very fall vibes, so I'm very excited. And that's the precise reason why I have decided to add this to my TBD. But I wanted to find who published this. HarperCollins, I know you got the money. Let's make a scratch and let's make a scratch and sniff version of this because I already want to smell it. I don't even know anything about it, but pumpkin spice. I feel like I already want to smell it. Let's see. Oh, remember when I was wondering if this was spicy? Let's read the top line. A small town spicy romance. I was not prepared for this. Okay. When Jeannie's aunt gives her the beloved pumpkin spice cafe in the small town of Dream Harbor, Jeannie jumps at the chance for a fresh start away from her very dull desk job. Logan is a local farmer who avoids Dream Harbor's gossip at all costs, but Jeannie's arrival Nickelodeon. Anyway, but Jeannie's arrival disrupts Logan's routine, and he wants nothing to do with the irritatingly upbeat new girl, except that he finds himself inexplicably drawn to her. So this is giving Grumpy Sunshine. Will Jeannie's happy-go-lucky attitude win over the grumpy but gorgeous Logan, or has this city girl found the one person in town who won't fall for her charm or her pumpkin spice lattes? The innuendo of that last line makes me want to jump out of my window. I'm not ready, but this seems kind of cute. The font is freaking huge, so this I'm sure will be something pretty quick. Okay, next is the next 5 books. Actually, let me do this one first. I'm gonna do the other 2. And I want to say that this list is not exhaustive. I have 9 books here, but those aren't necessarily the only books I want to read for the month. They are just ones that I really want to get to, maybe because of the season or because they're part of a book club, or there are 5 here that I'm going to be vlogging. So that, but I'm always open to change, adding stuff, taking away stuff, doing things different. That's why it's a TBD. Don't forget. That being said, I have another cozy fantasy. This is The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst, and this cover, baby, this edge control is doing it for me. Yeah. Let's see. I'll read the back. This was a good place with kind people who cared about each other. There was a unicorn in the woods, mermaids in the cover. How am I supposed to be a reader and I can't even read 2 sentences? This was a good place with kind people who cared about each other. There was a unicorn in the woods, mermaids in the coves, and the best raspberries she'd ever tasted. And then there was Laren. Laren? This is described as a Hallmark rom-com full of mythical creatures and fueled by cinnamon rolls and magic. The Spell Shop will heal your heart and feed your soul. Bramble, Tor, scratch and sniff, baby. This is giving another scratch and sniff. So basically we have Keela. She works in a library. And this city that she works in is like under attack. There's like a revolution happening. So she has to flee the city. She ends up taking some of the books from her library because she could not bear to leave them behind. And these books are spell books. She eventually figures out, you know, I'm in a new place. I don't have a job. I need to live. How am I going to do that? How am I going to afford to? So she basically finds that this new place that she has moved to has a need for jam. Even the bakeries she goes to, they're not giving jam. They are not jam-packed with jam. Are you sick of me saying jam? Anyway, she opens this shop called The Spell Shop, and she sells jam, but she opens this shop with illegal spells. So baby is a felon. You're a felon. And I'm gonna come after you, but I have to taste your baked goods first. That sounded... Anyway, let me see what that jam tasting like. And then maybe I will let you slide this time, Keela. But just know that I know that you're a felon. And I don't love that for you. So that's this one. This is giving another cozy fantasy moment, and I love that. Next, I have another Riley Sager. This is The House Across the Lake, and this is just giving such spooky vibes that it made me want to pick it up. Simone St. James actually blurbed this. The House Across the Lake pulls you under on the first page and doesn't let you come up for air. It's gonna drown me? Well, I do need a break. With fascinating characters, a suffocating setting, and an intriguing premise, Riley Sager relentlessly turns up the tension on every page. Good luck putting this book down. Okay, Simone, you didn't have to yell at me. I don't know what this book is about. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. So basically, we have Casey. She is a recently widowed actress, and she just needs a break from everything. So she goes to stay at her family's lake house. And because she's bored and alone, she starts watching a couple who lives in the house across the lake. I believe their names are Tom and Catherine. I don't have to believe because it's right here. Yes, Tom and Catherine Royce. So basically Casey saves Catherine from drowning one day, and then of course the obsession ramps up and she finds out that things are not what they seem. Everything is not what it seems when you can you can what you want with the cause everything is not what it seems. Come on, Selena Gomez, I love you, girl. I love your rare bluty blush. I'm out of control today. I don't know what happened. I just had chips and salsa. That's probably what it is. Oh, ding dong. Catherine subtly vanished. She's one half of the couple that Casey has been watching. She gone. So of course, we always have to suspect the spouse every time. Okay, wow. That is interesting. So I have read 2 Riley Sager novels. I read The Only One Left, which I loved, gave it 5 stars. And then I read Middle of the Night, which did not do it for me. It was very meh. I gave it 3 stars. So I am curious to see what I think about this one. Another one that I am considering reading, just because I have the physical copy of it, is Lock Every Door by him. And a lot of people really love this one. So basically, Jules, she gets a job as an apartment sitter at this dream apartment. She's like making bukus of money. This is like rich people stuff. And she's in this building with other apartment sitters that are also sitting for rich people. And one of the apartment sitters goes missing while she is apartment sitting in the same building. And of course, like every human who has been in close proximity to a tragedy, they have to figure out what's going on. They think it's their job to investigate. So that's what she does. So I don't know. I think I'm going for this one, but I have my eye on this one as well. If you have read both of these and have a suggestion on which one I should read first, let me know. I do want to work my way through Riley Sager's entire catalog, so it's really no big deal. But what do you think would give the best like fall spooky vibes? I feel like a lake house is kind of giving August, like end of summer going into fall, but it is very spooky. And this one, like, wait a minute, is that a ghost? Who is that? Oh, Ruth Ware blurbed this. Urban Paranoia has a deliciously gothic new address. Oh, period. So let me know what you thought of these 2 if you've read them. I feel like I'm just gonna end up adding books to this video. Hold on, let me see. Not planned out well at all. No, I think, oh, well, horror movie. Oh, this one. New edition, and this is definitely a TBD because I might want to save this for October, but Incidents Around the House by Josh Malerman caught my eye. This man has 84 blurbs. The whole back is just blurbs. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I will tell you that this first page gripped me by the front of my throat. Let me read it to you. 1 second. Okay, imagine I'm a child. Good night, Daddo. Good night, Mommy. Mommy and Daddo leave my room. I pull the covers up to my chin. Other Mommy comes out of my closet. Hi, I say. I'm so excited to see you again. Other Mommy, you say? What? I'm scared and afraid. Okay, I like Josh Malerman a lot, so I really think I'm gonna enjoy this, and it's so spooky sounding. So I don't know if I wanna save this for October or if I wanna go ahead and read it. So I'm gonna add this tentatively to my September TBD, which is the point of it. I have said that 75 times. Okay. Paul Tremblay blurbed this, whom I love. A gleeful, mean, old school scare machine. Lame. You just have to turn the first page to set it off. Oh my gosh, who else? Nat Cassidy, who wrote Mary, somewhere up there. Terrifying, beguiling, bewitching, awesomely constructed, and a masterpiece of voice and dread. Oh my gosh, Gwendolyn Keist. This haunting exploration of the perils of childhood is a story that will stay with you for a long time to come. And Grady Hendrix is on the front. This book is the monster that lives inside your closet. Sounds like it. Okay, I don't even know what this is about, but that first page that I read really did it for me. A chilling horror novel about a haunting, told from the perspective of a young girl whose troubled family is targeted by an entity she calls Other Mommy, from the New York Times best-selling author of Bird Box. Oh, this is giving... I might need to save this for October. What do y'all think? Have you read this? Is it new? I think this did just come out. 2024. It's a first edition, period. Yeah, I think this came out super recently, but I have seen that first page everywhere, so I said I need to pick it up. So I got it when I was book shopping the other day with one of my friends, and yeah, so what are your thoughts? Should we save this one or what? So I'm adding that, so I now have 10 books. So that was, yeah, 10, and then I kind of added Lock Every Door, so I guess I have 11 now. I'm gonna add it. And the last 5 that are on my September TBD are actually for a vlog that I am recording that I have not yet started because I haven't read anything yet. Spoiler alert, it is September 4th when I'm filming this, and I think it'll be up today as well. But I have not cracked open any books, so I'm going to talk about, I think, the order of importance for what I want to read. But just know that this is going to be high up there because I owe you guys a vlog. I actually picked these books in one of my previous videos where low Goodreads ratings picked my TBR, and these are all thrillers. So I'm going to do a quick rundown since I did talk about them already in another video. But this is The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay, and I think that I'm going to read this one first. I have the audiobook downloaded, so I think I'm going to immersively read with the audio and also physically reading. There's actually a Netflix movie based off of this book, which I watched and loved. So ever since then, I've been wanting to read this. So I am going to pick this one up for that video. I don't remember the rating, but I do remember really loving the movie. So we have Eric and Andrew, really quick synopsis. We have Eric and Andrew who take their daughter Wynn to a cabin for vacation, and Wynn is approached by a very strange man who is asking to see her parents. He ends up seeing her parents, and he says that you guys are going to have to make a very, very hard decision, and the fate of the world literally depends on this. So this is an apocalyptic horror thriller. I believe from what I've seen, it is very similar to the movie, but I'm sure there are different nuances and the book is always better. So I'm very excited to read this one. Next is Imposter Syndrome by Kathy Wang. We have Julia, who is working in Silicon Valley as the COO of a tech company. Alice also works for this company as some sort of like IT person, and she discovers that something really weird is happening with Tangerine's privacy settings, and she thinks Julia is behind it. So this is like a high-tech kind of mystery thriller type of thing. Part cat and mouse chase, part shrewdly observed examination of women in tech and Silicon Valley hubris. Imposter Syndrome is a sharp take on the illusion of the American dream. So interesting, but it didn't have great ratings on Goodreads, so I'm excited to see what I think about it. So I'm also reading this for my vlog. The next book that I'm reading for my vlog is With My Little Eye by Jocelyn Jackson. This is a cat and mouse thriller. So basically this guy is stalking an actress named Maribel. She gets disturbing fan mail and then creepy letters written in fruit scented marker, which that's already a super red flag, because what kind of man does that? I'm just asking. It's just a question. So Maribel discovers that this man has been in her home because her sheets start to smell like cologne and things are just not what they usually are. And I think this man is just slowly getting closer to her, and that is scary as heck. Maribel, what you gonna do, girl? Is that him? No, that's a girl. Oh no, that's her. Oh, I get it. So that's her and I'm him. Like I'm watching her from outside of her home. Creepy. The next book I have as part of my YouTube vlog is Edenville by Sam Rebelline. Eric LaRocca blurbed this, and I believe this is actually a debut. In Edenville, there is a captivating and equally irresistible kind of frenetic energy pulsing from each and every page. The raw, powerful energy of a new, inhibited talent in horror fiction. Sam Rebelline possesses the skill set of a venerated master, and Edenville is a truly imaginative debut. So basically we have an author who just published his debut novel, and it's been disappointing. The reviews haven't been great, sales have been low. And he's obviously looking for work because his novel didn't do well. And Edenville College actually reaches out to him, wants him to work for them as a professor. Oh, sorry, a writer in residence. But his girlfriend Quinn actually grew up around this college and is like, do not work there. It's spooky, it's scary, it's not safe. But he ends up taking the job anyway because I believe at this point this man is desperate. But what really got me is this says it is told in equal parts horror and humor. And I love that. So cute. Maybe. It might be cutely horrifying, but we will see. But I'm excited to read this. It seems pretty short, so I'm gonna get to that one. Then the last book that I plan on reading for my September TBD, official TBD, is The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz, and this does take place in winter and I'm reading it in September. It is snowing somewhere. Don't judge me. Oh, Janice Hallett blurbed this, a wild ride from page 1. This thrill-packed story brims with secrets, intrigue, and murder. I dare you to put it down. Period. Lane Fargo, The Writing Retreat is bonkers in the best way, and it left me with a brutal case of author envy. So we have Alex, who wants to be a published author. She has an opportunity to attend a month-long writing retreat and it's hosted by one of the really big names in horror. Her ex-best friend, Ren, is also attending this retreat. So it's like a big competition. The winner, I believe, gets like a 7-figure publishing deal, which is insane. Who would not want to take that? But weird things start to happening in this huge mansion that this retreat is being held at. Like people start acting weird. Someone actually goes missing. And Alex said, I'm trying to write a novel. I ain't got time to be looking at y'all and doing detective work. I'm trying to win a 7-figure publishing deal. I wish I could talk right now. But you heard what I said. This is described as a claustrophobic and propulsive thriller exploring the dark side of female relationships and fame. And it is described also as an unputdownable debut novel from a compelling new talent. I don't think I knew this was a debut. So I've actually seen a lot of mixed reviews on this one, and obviously the reviews aren't super amazing, out of this world bonkers, but I'm excited to see for myself And that was the last book that I officially have on my TBD. It's the fact that I started this video with 9 books and ended up with 11. Can they even fit? Oh, this is heavy. These are all the books that are on my September TBD for this month. I will, of course, be checking in to let you know how everything is going. And another reminder, if you're interested in joining my book club, I have it linked in the description, so come join us. It's low maintenance, but high vibes, period. Before I go, I do want a little bit of feedback. What do we think about a posting schedule? Do we think that would be beneficial? Do we love that? Do we hate that? Do we not care? I don't have a schedule. I'm just trying to post as frequently as I can, which has kind of worked for me, especially now that I'm full-time content creating. So I have a lot more time and I just kind of post when the opportunity presents itself. But if you guys would prefer a posting schedule, let me know. I think I would do 3 videos a week, potentially, 2 to 3. 1 on the weekends and 2 during the week. What do we think about that? 2 to 3 a week? If you enjoyed, stay tuned because we're gonna have a lot more. We're gonna have a lot more fun. Fall is for reading. Fall is for reading. So I am so excited to be in the house all day and read all day. I love that. Bye now. I hope you have a blessed day, blessed night, blessed life. I think they're still there. Bye now. Ta-ta. Ta-ta. All right now, you can leave. The door's right there. The door is right there. You can leave, but come back now. Okay, come back now. This is freaking ridiculous. I'm leaving. Bye.